Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I read 2 books in January. One that I started in December but I didn't finish. So I was like halfway through, so I'm gonna say like 2.5 books in January. I got big plans for February, and I know I'm not gonna get through most of them because February is a shorter month. But game changer. Audiobooks are just game changers. Okay, so the first book that I finished for book club and read in December and January is Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano. I hope I said her name right. So there's two main characters. There's William and his wife. See, I can't remember names already. I suck. William and Julia. So William is ignored by his parents his whole life. His baby sister dies when she's very young, and he doesn't really have a good relationship with his parents. And then he falls in love with basketball, the sport basketball, and it's everything to him. He loves basketball. People start to love him. He goes to college. He meets Julia, and starts off with such like a wholesome story, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be one of those stories. And then I think it needs trigger warnings. We got everything from suicide attempt to just abandonment, not death. Like, it took a full-on turn, and I don't think I was ready for that, which is why this book took me a lot longer to get through. If you've ever read Little Women or seen Little Women, which I haven't, but we were talking about book club, and I was told that this book is similar to Little Women. And I've always wanted to read Little Women, and now I'm just like, I feel like this book emotionally just scarred me. It's a heavy book to read, and if you're not ready for all those trigger warnings and bumps that I talked about in the book, then this is probably not the book for you. I had a feeling it was going to be a sad book, but this was just a lot of emotions. So I ended up getting this book a 4.5, I think, just because I did like it. The writing was strong, but it was a hard read for me to go through for many reasons. Now, the next book that I read, The Fury by Alex Michaelides, my advanced reader's copy. The Fury is actually out now. This book, I loved this book. Wow. I don't even know how does my book is still my favorite, is The Silent Patients, then The Fury, then The Maidens. The Maidens I still had trouble processing, but the end of The Maidens got me excited, and then the end of The Fury got me excited too. So that's why I was kind of like, oh, okay, that is kind of cool. Where was it? I'm trying to think. It was the last, and I'm not going to give it away, but it was, where was it? Now I'm not going to be able to find it. I know it was I literally got super excited, but now, oh, maybe it wasn't in, I swear this was at the end. Anyway, tonight. Somewhere. So basically, Lana is a reclusive ex-movie star, and she's one of the most famous women in the world. Every year she invites her closest friends to escape the English weather and spend Easter on her private Greek island. And as you can tell, this is a thriller, so murder happens. It reminds me of like Clue, the game Clue. Who did it? Why did they do it? What did they do? Lots of who was it? Lots of predictions I had, but in the end, I was shocked. I think the ending kind of took a turn for me, so, which is a good thing for books. But I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say any more. If you like thrillers and like Clue-like vibes, The Fury is a book for you. That I read. This was a combination of reading and audiobook. Helped me get through it. I was shook. This book was so good. This is my first book by Lisa Jewell. This is Then She Was Gone. Let me see if I can find. So I'll kind of tell you what it was about. No one ever just disappears. Ellie Mack was a perfect daughter. She was 15, the youngest of 3. She was beloved by her parents, friends, and teachers. She and her boyfriend made a teenage golden couple. She was days away from post-exam summer vacation and her life ahead of her. And then she was gone. Now her mother, Laurel, is trying to put her life back together. It's been 10 years since her daughter disappeared, 7 years since her marriage ended, and the only month since the last clues in Ellie's case was unearthed. So when she meets an unexpectedly charming man in a cafe, no one is more surprised than Laurel at how quickly their flirtation develops into something deeper. Before she knows it, she's meeting Floyd's daughter, and his youngest, Poppy, takes Laurel's breath away. Because looking at Poppy is like looking at Ellie. And now the unanswered questions she tried so hard to put to rest begin to haunt her. Where did Ellie go? Did she run away from home, as the police long suspected, or was there more sinister reason for her disappearance? Who is Floyd, and why does his daughter remind Laurel so much of her own missing girl? So many twists, so many turns. Wasn't expecting the ending. I figured out a little bit of the book near like the middle-ish. I mean, when you're like dropping hints right in the book, it's kind of hard not to miss. I think I gave this book, I gave this book again 4 out of 5. Figured out some things in the book, stuff like that. So it's kind of just another one that I figured out. Okay. I hope that review was okay. I didn't want you guys to or to give away the review or the story of the book. Now we're going to go on to my February TBR, which is going to continue from last month. So this one's still on my TBR. This one I'm going to start reading very soon, probably tonight. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This is an enemies to lovers. I'm not really going to say what it's about because I believe in one of my videos, a dark academic fantasy. Can I help you? Wow, come in please. You want to say hi? Come say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Come say hi, babies. Say hi. How was your nap? Was it a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah? You just gonna play? First book. This is the first book that Mommy's gonna read. What do you think?
Yeah.
That looks like a good book to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cutie. Okay, say bye-bye. Go. Okay, go play.
Yeah.
Here, I'll move this for you. Like One Dark Window, and I'm like 100. You probably can't see this because it's super dark. 100 pages in. Loving it so far. A dark science fiction. And then A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury. The first 2 books in the Sarah J. Maas Actor series. I'm going to keep. Maybe I will add some books. 9, 10. Okay, so here's the books I have. I have The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I can't talk today. Everything by Nicola Yoon by a black author. The Sun is also a star. I love the cartoon vibes in here. Like, I absolutely love it. She has like a ton of other books now, so. But I really want to read that by Casey McQuiston. What book? Bone Gap by Laura Ruby. Her is that the Christmas book. So these are the books. Now what I'm going to do. So 10, I'm going to put 10 on my random number generator. So I do 1 to 10. I don't want to. Okay, so here we go. 1 to 10. I'm going to randomly generate. How many? I have 1, 2, possibly 3 books already on the go. You know what though? I haven't figured out. I'm about 3 books that I have. 2 books. I'm continuing 2 books from last month. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 books I have so far. 4 books might be good. Maybe I'll do 5. It depends what I pick. I'll figure it out. Okay, so let's generate a random number. 3. So now, do we want to go down or do we want to go up? I think I'm going to go... Wait, I'm just going to randomly shuffle the books again. So I can't really see what I'm getting. Let's shuffle some books, shuffle some books, shuffle some books. Oh, this is really hard when I can't see what's going on. Okay. Uh-oh. Haha, okay, let's generate this again. Generate 5. So we're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! Red, white, and royal blue. Okay. Should I shuffle again? Should we go for 6 books? But I still want to read Billy Summers, and I'm actually going to read an audiobook. I'm reading The Elevation, I believe it's called, by Stephen King. And it's actually read by Stephen King, and it's only like a 3-hour audiobook. So I'm going to do another generate. Okay, ready? Here I go. Boom. 10. So that's the top. No. Wait. I screwed up. Sorry, guys. 1 to 9. I had a little moment. I haven't had coffee today, actually. Let's generate now. Generate. 1. So I could go up or I could go down. Let's go up. 1. We'll say this one's 1. Everything by Nicola Yoon, which is good because, like I said, February is Black History Month and I want to read a book by a black author anyway, so I'm glad I picked this one. So that, for now, will be my February TBR. So let's recap. But I guess I do have one love book. I have The Hayden Game, and I might add another book to it. Depends how fast I read these ones, I guess. So we got A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, my One Dark Window for my book club, The Hayden Game by Sally Thorne, Everything by Nicola Yoon, and Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey Like, when looking at these books now, I'm like, I can even read, like, this book. Because look at that. Let's add this book to my TBR. Why not? Happenstance by Tessa Bailey. We're just going to add this book. Looking for, like, I always buy the series of books before I read the first book. I've said this before. And here I am. I still continue to buy series, which I realized this is not a complete series. There's actually another book in this series. I almost died.